It's 106. You're going to start at. Oh, okay. Well, we got kind of caught by surprise here. This is Waycross Community Media's coverage of a wrestling triangular between the Northwest Knights and the Kings High School and Colerain High School. And the first match on the mat down here today is between Northwest and Kings High School. And the wrestlers, as I say, we got kind of caught by surprise. We're sitting here watching the junior high competition, and all at once they put the varsity on the mat. 106 pounds between Northwest and Kings. For Kings is Blaine Buckler, and Keon Huntley is from Northwest. And the Northwest wrestler's in the silver and gold. He's got the offensive position here. That's Huntley. And he's up early in this match. We got the first takedown. We've got about 40 seconds left in the period. It's Huntley in control. Slides out to the side. He's uncovered. He's got good wrist control, and he's looking to tilt, I think, although I don't think he's going to turn him. He just got warned for the bottom man got warned for stalling. That's Buckley. He hadn't made an effort to come up from that bottom position. I'm Dave Bean, and joining us shortly will be a guy that many of you have been waiting to hear back on our cable cast. Greg Klein is finally back in town. He's been away traveling the Caribbean and such places as that. He'll be back shortly. But we go to the second period with Keon Huntley leading 2-0 over Blaine Buckler of Kings. I think this is the first time we've brought you wrestling from Northwest. The head coach here in his second season is Nicholas Maffey, and he's working hard to make the program grow and develop. The Kings coach this year is the son of one of Ohio's Wrestling Hall of Fame members, Greg Abrams. This is Casey Abrams, the varsity coach at Kings now. It's his first season there. Huntley picked up the takedown, or the back points. We're looking around because at this point, I can't see a scoreboard other than what we have on the screen. So we've got 49 seconds left here in the second period. Huntley leads 5-1, and they're both on. And he's in on a good shot, good and deep. Picks up the takedown. It's a 7-1 lead now. 25 seconds left in the first period. Buckley got his escape pretty much by gift. And then Huntley continues to control the action here. He's clearly the dominant wrestler in this match. And then they go out of bounds as the clock runs out at the end of the second period. We go to 3 with Kenyon Huntley in the lead, 7-1 over Blaine Buckler of Kings. And another takedown for Hunley. He's working well, he started on it. There he is in barbed wire situation that doubled up on the far arm, and they go out of bounds. He's working to turn him. Here you can see the takedown again. He got Buckley moving in one direction and came back the other way with it. Snaps him down. Nice takedown. Now the key, of course, is to pick up as many team points as possible. Kings needs to score here because they're giving up a couple weight classes. They're giving up 3 weight classes, I believe. Yep, they're giving up 3 weight classes. So they're already operating out of a hole, and Ken Hunley is continuing to dig the hole deeper for him. He's up. My monitor, guys in the truck, my monitor is not showing the scores.
When we're in replay, it won't show the score.
Yeah, I can't see it now.
You can't?
Correct, I cannot. It's there, but I can't actually read it. I think it's
9-1.
I was going to say, I thought it was 9-1.
It's now 9-3.
9-3. And Hunley's in again on a really good takedown. Picks up another 2. It's a 7-point spread. He needs to pick up another point to pick it 11-3 now. And he needs some back points here so he can get a major decision. He's got 11 seconds left. There it goes. Time's out. 11-3 is just a point short of a major decision, but it still picks up 3 points for Northwest. And we're going to 113 pounds.
Don't bring up.
We've got Gunnar Weber of Northwest out here. And he is a sophomore. And he'll be wrestling from Kings, E.J. Brandt. LJ. Yeah, LJ. Well,
that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it's either an E or an L. We aren't too sure. We got a handwritten note from the Kings coach, and we're not too sure on some of the names.
It looks like an L to me.
We'll go LJ. LJ Brandt of Kings in the red and white singlet. Sophomore Gunnar Weber in the silver and kind of bright yellow of Northwest. And Weber is working hard to stay out of that headlock that Brandt is trying to work on him, and is getting closer to the takedown every moment. There's the takedown. 2-0 in favor of Brandt of Kings. We have injury time.
That's 5:05, you see.
Well, the clock is still running, apparently.
The clock is at 4:06 blood time. 4:40.
Okay, we're showing blood time. We got a apparently got a I don't know where it came from, but he's bleeding.
They're resetting it now.
Tony?
Here's the takedown. We're coming back here. You can see you spin past the blocking arm,
The team score works
And-
on 5:70,
and
not on 5:05.
there's the picks up the takedown as they go out of bounds.
Getting 0.
But here you can see he's getting
Let me just say
the
something.
trainers patching him up here.
Okay. Yeah, you got it on green for 5:05 and on yellow for 5:70. So I'll just. Well, I can use both. I just have to fill it in.
What was the
both,
match score? What was the match
both the
score
green
in the
and the
first
yellow.
match?
2-0. It's, oh, the first match?
Correct.
11-3.
11-3. The team. Here, bring up the team score.
Yeah, it's that 11-3. That point was enough to earn
Well,
the bonus point for Huntley from Northwest. Picked up a 4-point major victory.
It's using a different pattern. I think this is what it's using.
And we're
Nothing in
EJ Brandt of Kings continues to dominate here in the. We're still in the first period. We've got roughly 33 seconds left in this period. Leads 2-0. And for all of you who've been waiting breathlessly for our star to return,
Got started
I want
early.
to welcome back to the mic and back to broadcast, all tanned and healthful looking, Greg Klein. Greg, we've had comments coming in by the truckload that they were missing you.
All my
and that-
family.
Yeah, they were all signed by your wife and your daughters.
Yeah.
But they also, are saying they want Tim back. So I guess that's saying that I need to.
You need more family. Yes.
Well, we've got this 113-pound match, Greg, and that's Northwest and Kings out there. Northwest won the first bout at 106 pounds with a major decision. And at this point, EJ Brandt of Kings is leading Gunnar Weber of Northwest 2-0. And you will have the same problem I do, I suspect.
Reading the screen.
You reading the bottom part of our screen. But Brandt has pretty well dominated this. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of surprised that, Weber, I don't think he got a stall warning, but I'm kind of surprised. So now we're into this. Yeah. There he tries to stand up, but
Stand up.
he isn't not being real successful. Of course, Brandt isn't being real successful in turning him either.
No, he's trying that front, power half on the top.
Yeah. Now the bottom man's working hard. Weber is scrambling every time he gets an opening. His hips come up, which is a good sign. Hasn't got his feet to the mat yet. I know you've been, missing the opportunity to be here and
Oh, I
enjoy
have. Yes, I have.
the rarity of working with such remarkable people.
Yeah. Well, Dave, you've been doing it for so long, you know, it's you've seen everything, so
yeah.
you know.
No, I think not everything.
Now he's got the bar in. Now he needs to get that far wrist.
To get the wrist trap.
Yeah, it's finally.
And Brant needs.
He goes the wrong way. Went the wrong way. When he got his shoulders above, he should have been going that way to start with instead
There
of.
he's going to turn him. Well,
gets his head up. Yeah. This is the problem, especially lighter weights.
Younger wrestlers.
Right. They just don't put the 2 and 3 moves together. They when they get to the second move, they have to think about it.
Yep.
That's yeah.
Yep. Well, I had a lot of seniors that had to think about it.
Yeah. But these lower weights, especially, tend to be the freshmen, sophomores.
Well, we've got 2 minutes left here. We're going into the third period now.
Northwest on top, looking for a tilt. He's got that, got the wrist bar, trapped. Kings is coming up. Throw the leg in there.
I'm not quite sure how this has worked, Greg. It seems to me that, and our problem is we can't see the scoreboard here. But I don't understand how Brant can be on top and it's only 2-0. And we're in the third period.
Well, no, now it's 4-0 because.
Oh, there's a reversal.
Yeah, Brant's on top now. He was down.
That's right.
So 4-0. Takedown and a reversals, basically the whole scoring. And Northwest wrestler's got to get his head up off the mat.
This is kind of a wrestling extravaganza here at Northwest today. The evening started out with a junior high competition between Northwest and Kings, and then we didn't know when the varsity was going to go or when it was going to start. And as I explained to folks before, we were all sitting here watching the junior high wrestlers, and all once the varsity wrestlers were on the mat.
Because their side, the Colerain Northwest finished, or what?
No, they were still wrestling.
Oh. They just decided to get it going.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They said they were going to start at 5:30, and they maybe got started by a quarter of, so something along these lines anyway.
All right, he's got the leg 4-2. So 4-2 reversal. So 4-2. And the Brant wins for Kings.
3-point win for Kings.
So it makes it a 4-3 team score? Or is it major?
It's 4-3.
Yep. And we'll go to 119.
Yeah.
I think
120.
Or 120.
You and I both have to. Oh, you're looking at the weigh-in sheet. That won't tell you too much. Nobody knows what those things mean anymore.
Looks like, is there a?
It's a forfeit.
No,
this must be. We must have jumped right up to 126.
126. Yeah, that would be
Mike Senrella.
Sorella.
Yeah, Sorella.
Sorella for Northwest versus, is it Meese?
Yeah, Preston Meese.
Preston Meese. Now we're looking at.
So that would have picked up another. That would have picked up 6.
10-3 for Northwest.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Meese got the takedown for Kings. He's working the bar.
Oh,
it's going to be 6 here.
Even this up right away.
Yeah. He's in there strong.
He's in pretty good.
Yeah, feet off the mat. He's done.
Yeah. He was in there pretty good on that.
That was 10-9.
Okay, Preston Meese.
Yeah, pin in basically less than a minute.
In the first period, yeah. So no, that was Sorella.
Sorella got pinned.
Sorella got the pin.
No, he pinned.
Kings,
he pinned Meese.
Sorella
we had it backwards.
Meese, so
yeah, sorry about that.
Ties that. That makes it 10-9.
All right. So now we got Mines.
And now we should be Kevin Mines of
versus
Kings.
Howard versus Howard.
T.C. Howard.
And Howard's got the takedown. You worry about the names. So
Okay.
we're having a little trouble keeping up with in the truck with all these matches so quickly. Front headlock.
This should be, this is 132 pounds.
Yep. Still a takedown for Northwest. He's still got, hasn't given up control yet. Might be looking at a reversal here rather shortly.
T.C. Howard of
Yeah.
Northwest. Ooh,
he's got
forces this over.
Yep, he's got it now. There it is.
There he's got it over in good
All
shape
right.
now. And but he's a little bit high in that half Nelson.
Well, he's at least reaching down to the wrist and bringing it down there. He's got to undercut that arm. Well, he's got to get under that bicep there. There you go.
Yep.
Lock up the elbow. Lock up right there.
Kevin Mines.
Just kind of lay back. 3 points. So 5-0. Scores 5-0. Howard of 5-0.
Didn't Mines get the takedown?
No.
Okay.
We don't see the scoreboard up here. We're stuck up in the balconies. Still, he's getting a count again. Oh, this could be it.
Oh, I think Mines is.
He needs to walk toward the head, scoot toward the head instead of scooting toward the hip. Moves his hips toward the head like that. There we go. Oh, he looks stuck to me. Yep, he is.
There's a pin for T.C. Howard. Makes the score 16.
All right, that's the team's
to 9.
It's going quick, Dave.
It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long.
King's,
138 pounds.
All right, so 138. Let's see what we got
Russ
here.
Lawson of Kings
versus Win.
Yeah, Min
Win.
Min Win. He's in the. He
just
got
got
taken
Fireman.
down.
Yep. 2-0.
Little short
2-0.
Fireman got him.
Yep. 2-0. So there's the cradle. This is going to go quick too. Here it comes. He's in. Got the knee in the side.
Good cradle.
Yeah.
Nice cradle.
Got to sit back on that. Just take your time.
Instead of putting the knee under, there he's got. Put it on the hip.
Well, this time you should
down.
lay your. Actually, if you laid belly down here, you would pull that front shoulder.
Yeah. In. Or just look in his ear hole and push his hip away with your knee.
Yeah. At that
Either
point,
way, he's picked up 3 near fall.
Putting the leg in.
That's Russ Lawson.
5-0.
Kings.
Okay. Now he's got the leg there, but he's not doing anything with it. So, the official make him climb up that up to the shoulders.
Boy,
he should cradle again right there.
There it comes.
He could get the far leg cradle. Now
he took either one there.
Yeah.
It looked like that.
Now he's got it again. Now this time, same problem.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah, but he's got the inside shoulder trapped high, so he's not going to get a pin from that, Dave, unless he bellies down. Well, he's got, see, you can't get it from like that.
Another 3. Well, not yet. He hasn't broken the cradle yet. Now he does. There's 3.
So 8-0. It's something like this. You go cross face the other way now. Go the opposite side.
Right. Oh, Gwynn,
run the same
Gwynn
thing.
gave him his leg there.
Yeah.
Let the legs come right up to him.
No points.
Well, we go to the second period.
8-0.
With Russ Lawson heavily in favor here.
Over Win. There's a replay. Now see, he picks him up. Now instead of putting the knee in the side, suck it up in. Suck under it. Get your hips under a little bit. Take your chance. Okay.
And
Lawson up for
nice
one.
stand up with Lawson. Win
in on the single.
Got
Okay.
nailed.
11-0.
I'd have to say that Win is a relatively inexperienced wrestler. He's
Well, the one thing we're seeing,
he's having to think his way through three things right now.
you know, Northwest is starting to get a little better, and I think based on the fact that we did see a junior high match ahead of us, which just adds experience to these kids. And there's the tilt, and so 3 more, 14. So 1 more point makes it a tech.
Yep.
And quite honestly, Lawson's inability to pin the kid might cost them a team point, which could be critical here at this week.
Yeah, as I pointed out, Kings has given up 18 points in forfeits.
So tech fall is worth 5 points, where a fall is 6. Yep. And that's match right there.
That's right.
Well, what's going on? That's 15. That's 17.
There it is.
It was 15 already.
Okay, so Russ Lawson picks up a technical fall.
Right.
Makes the
dominated that match for sure.
Yeah, makes the team score at this point 16 for Northwest and 14 for Kings. 145 pounds. We have Reese Ziegler for Northwest, and from Kings is Avery Drake.
All right.
If you're having trouble picking them out, Kings has got the red and white singlet. Northwest got the gold and, well, the blue trim on the singlet.
Right. And the gray. Or is that silver?
I think it's, I don't know.
Front
silver.
headlock for Northwest, front headlock.
They've used this a couple times.
Yeah, he's going to get, it's easy to get firemen from this if you don't trap the hip.
Yeah, you got to get it right. But he's swinging and looking for the cradle again. These guys are.
Get the 2 first. All right, he just got the 2.
Here's Drake.
Yeah.
It's Ziegler. Gives up the. Picks up
Gets the takedown. Ziegler's takedown. Got his hips too low.
Yep.
Got to be careful. He's got the leg in now. Now you got to get your hips up. Get a cross body in there. They're going to go up, come to their feet. It'll be potentially dangerous. So. You can't do much from here. He's got the arm trapped.
Reese Ziegler is a senior and has a 12-8 record this season.
Yep. Oh, wow, that was a little athleticism right there.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
That was plain and simple.
Here comes
I wouldn't recommend that to anybody, but now he's going to lay back. Now he should be in position. Got to get. Oh, he got a pin.
Got a pin.
Yeah. Yeah, almost did put himself in jeopardy, and was able to, with superior athleticism, jump over and get his hips elevated. See right here, he's down on the mat below, and then luckily gets his hips over the top, and that's the key. Now he's over, and he still had control, and then it was a matter of strength. Now our next match. Williams for
152 pounds.
For Northwest Williams for
Dominic Williams, Trevor O'Sullivan.
He's in on a nice double there for Northwest. Takes him down to the mat properly.
Good control on that.
Yeah,
that's a good strong move. Northwest has had a really good season so far. They're 13-4 this year.
Well,
in
they're
duels.
And they're powerful on top. Boy, this is awful close to a pin. I don't know what that's.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it for Dominic Williams. That pushes the score out to a 29-14.
Well, I think when a school has start, they were down for a while, having a little success with Daniel. Their heavyweight going to state last year. It starts getting the school interested. The kids coming out.
Caught their attention.
Right. And,
well, here Kings.
We get another forfeit for Northwest.
35. And we got a 170. And for I'm not sure whether it's going to be Julian Daniels or Josh Bailey.
I think it shows Daniels here.
Yours shows Daniels?
Yeah.
Well, we'll say it's Daniels. Yeah, I think that's correct. He's supposed to be the taller of the two kids. His opponent is Armlin Roger.
Nice little
Roger Scott.
Started with a little dump, didn't get his hips through for the fireman, and then went toward the single. So it didn't finish, though, but being the aggressor, Daniels I'm speaking of. See, there it is again.
Someone did the best start, but they also wants to do as a center pro. I posted on Facebook.
And both head to head, so want to break off of that tie up. Keep some risk. Stay in the middle of the mat. There you go. There he's in on the single, switches to the double. 2 points. Daniels 2-0.
This is a nice finish. He kicks him loose, comes right back in. You see, you were talking about how, having a state placer last year picks kids up.
Yeah.
He's brought in some kids probably pretty obviously played on the football team. Now, Kings has had a pretty successful program the last couple of years, and they've changed coaches. This is Casey Abrams' first year there, and the former coach was a football coach as well. And I think that there may be something going on there, that they perhaps aren't getting the same number of kids out.
Yeah, this score is now 4-1. Well, yeah, we might mention Northwest football team had a very successful 9-1.
Yeah, it's a good football team.
Made the playoffs, so.
Yep. And often Northwest is kind of the standing in the shadow of their
afterthought of the Northwest school district. Yeah.
Right.
Now, see, he should just give that up and spin it, and go to the other side here. It's not too far in front. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Break him down. Now turn him. He's got the underhook. There he goes. Yeah. Still 4-1.
Norman, both of these kids are pretty tall for the weight class. They both have a lot of room to fill out. Daniels is only a sophomore, and that's always encouraging. He's going to be around. He's going to have a guy around like that for a while.
Well, he lets him go.
He gives him the
3
intentional
points,
stance.
so 4-2.
Figures that he's got the advantage on his feet. So far, he's shown that.
In on a double. Little duck through, yeah. 6. Now he just needs to.
He goes over the inside arm.
Yeah, he's probably stronger but he's working too hard.
Yeah.
But he can get away with this. He's got to walk toward the head. There you go. Come all the way around. Oh, he's got some. The Kings wrestler in a lot of trouble here.
Roger Stat.
He just doesn't know how to tighten it up.
No, and he's
gonna get it. There it is.
He's pretty much out muscled.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed the Northwest kids look a little better physical condition. Not this guy at Kings Wrestle, but it looks like they've hit the weight room pretty hard.
Yeah.
Look pretty good. This Kings wrestler coming up though is another Sorella.
Yeah.
The older brother.
Yep. This is Matt Cinderello, and his opponent at 182 pounds is Zach Meese.
So we got
brothers
against each other and wrestled each other both times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
He's a little stronger, working the Russian.
This is
Go
the big
for the
brother.
Opposite single.
This is the older brother of the Meese brothers. He's a senior.
2-point takedown for Kings.
How many times do we see brothers constituting teams? Brothers, cousins.
Yeah.
The family links are really important.
Oh, it's kind of especially the culture of wrestling.
Yeah.
You've been doing it in your backyard. Oh, here's a nice Turk.
Oh, that's a nice Turk.
Elevates the knee with his right leg. Sorrell has got forcing the hips down on the Northwest wrestler.
If he can come back and go to a whizzer position
catch
on
that
that inside arm and
yeah.
extend it into a Jacob's ladder like that.
They don't do that anymore, Dave.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things they don't do anymore.
They
Although I discovered something
They
this
crank
afternoon.
their head a lot. They crank their head.
I noticed something this afternoon that's done a lot, that's done the same way, and that's weigh-ins. I was down in the weigh-in room.
Yeah?
Weigh-in rooms haven't changed any, even from when you were there, which is a long time ago.
Do they still put the tape under the edge of the to get your weight up? Oh, you're not allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to do that. Quit telling the secrets of Mount Healthy's success.
We never did that.
No.
It's the same. There we go again. He just.
Oh, he turned in.
Now you go to the head and arm from there.
Oh.
Lift the elbow.
Meese turned into that. Yeah. Oh, he got. Oh, goodness.
Right there, you got to get the elbow.
He's in serious trouble now.
He's on the wrong side of that bicep. He's got to be under that. Sorrell's got to lift, take his left arm, grab that elbow. Yeah. Reach back and then pull that elbow right into the guy's chin. Well, he's going to pin him here anyway. I don't think they're going to have time.
Sanrello
going to get 3. Going to get 2 maybe. 2 points.
2 on the back.
Well, that's so should have been a 5. What are we, about 11? Looks like it's 10.
I wish we could see the score.
We're
making guesstimates over here.
Yeah.
And not doing a very good job of it because we get to watching what's going on and we forget to count. Well, sometimes it's because we can't count.
Right. It's kind of behind our head.
It's behind
the scoreboard.
Behind a
bleachers.
A bleacher.
We've been relegated to the
there.
upper
You
deck.
can see where the scoreboard is, but you can't see us.
Right.
We're
Which
way
is
to the
probably
left
a
of
good
that.
thing. Just the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Sorrell gets the escape, drives that elbow through, clears his hips, comes in with a little
duck.
Yeah.
Well, for a senior, Meese is getting it handed
Meese is
to him.
stuck right here. I think he's in real trouble. Yep.
Yes, he is. Sanrello, Matt Sanrello of Kings with a pin. Picks up an additional 6 points, making 20 for
what is it, 39
the
to
Knights of Kings. I'm sorry?
What's
it's 41.
41.
41 to 20. And we move to 195 pounds. And we have Damon Rook of Kings out there in the red and white. His opponent from Northwest is Scott Thomas.
Scott Thomas. I got little.
Wait a minute. You're right. It is. It's Tyler Little.
Okay.
I was up a weight.
Well, he looks like he could weigh that much. I mean, he's put together pretty good.
He's both pretty good. Yeah. Both these guys are pretty well.
I think you might be right about the football and the football. You know, the whole athletic program having a little success. You know, gets these guys in the weight room, gets them working.
I think that's one of the things. I hope that's one of the things that happens as a result of the dual meet tournament from the state this year. I'm hoping that it's going to attract more kids to the sport because they're going to see that, you know, like in basketball or something else, everybody gets into this tournament now, and you get a full competition wrestle down. And you know, there's teams that are going to lose because they don't have all their weight classes filled.
Right.
Kings is an example of that.
Well, it's a lot of especially in the smaller schools in the divisions 3, 4. You know, the Dayton Christians and some of the schools that that have 1 or 2 outstanding wrestlers.
Yeah.
Won't matter in the dual tournament.
That's right.
Little blood time there for the Kings wrestler.
And that dual meet competition begins next week, as a matter of fact. The pairings just came out. It's the regional quarterfinals will all be wrestled on January 23rd. And if you're looking for information about where your favorite school is wrestling on the 23rd, check out the Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches website, swowca.org, and you'll find the information there. You can also go to VOM's page or the OHSAA.
Well, we've got a takedown and a cradle here, Dave, while you were giving him, and it's a pin.
And a pin.
So,
Tyler Little.
got pinned.
Damon Rook, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
20 raises the score for 26.
Well, you can't put your head down like this. He
26.
just sits there, and you'll see the cradle, and he's standing up, and you got to,
Yeah.
oh, you don't put your arm underneath like that, which just
exposes
automatically.
your shoulder.
Yeah, you don't reach back. Okay, now this is what, 220?
This is 220.
Now you got Thomas.
Scott Thomas
versus Brayton.
Ricky Brayton. Thomas of Northwest and Brayton of Kings.
Thomas is about a foot taller, looks like. Longer reach. But looks can be deceiving here.
Yeah, that doesn't always tell the story.
Well, it's 40-26. Best, well, there's a takedown for Thomas. It's really, they've basically put it away as far as the team scores. Best Kings can do is get 40-38.
When you talk about football having an influence, Kings has had very good success in football for a number of years.
2-1. Northwest wrestler gave him an automatic standing again.
A lot of leverage advantage there.
Yeah, trying a little bear hug it, but Thomas is.
Brayton tries to get into a bear hug where he can.
Well, he's moving forward. He's pushing.
That's right. He's trying to get into that bear hug because that's where he's got to make his living inside. He doesn't want to stay out the end of those long arms.
Yeah, Thomas has got to force the head. There we go. Drive the head. Get heavy-handed. Force pressure on the neck like that, just like that. Bring him down. Make him move. Now, I see the change in style now. Suddenly, Thomas is being the aggressor.
Thomas steps behind.
Yeah, now bring him back to the mat. He's got to go down to the his knees. There you go.
There it is.
Two-bound takedown now. Nice. Got to put the half in. Keep your weight on.
Heavy-headed.
Right. When you got leverage, when you're bigger, strong, force that little man's head to the ground. Especially at this weight, you want to have him be trying to carry your weight and his weight. Now he's got to lift 440 pounds, not 220. A lot of work just standing up.
Brayton does a good job getting back to his feet. He's got a whizzer in. But he doesn't have any there. He's got his both feet. Both feet.
Gave him escape.
Actually, there could have been an escape and grasping of clothing there
4-2. Periods are.
Thomas had pretty good grip on Brayton's singlet.
All right, we got 4-2. Thomas is down. And this is where Brayton has to maintain some leverage.
Speaking of that 440 pounds, that's the way I feel. I've been going to the gym all the time. Can you tell?
I've noticed your voice sounds a lot better, a lot thinner. You sound a lot thinner.
Good. That was very good.
Well,
you've been saving these up. I know what you were doing down there in the Caribbean. You were saving it up.
So that's where Thomas got to get his hips out. Now, Brayton just trying to push him out. Which he was able to do.
He's going to have to watch out on that because that's a call that gets made more and more today.
Well, Thomas has to then drop his hips and turn and let Brayton go right over the top and out. Goes to an ankle. Got to reach down and get that ankle. If he would as soon as Brayton reaches that ankle, Thomas reaches back, grabs the wrist attached to his ankle, posts up. He's out.
Brayton
you got to be up.
He's got to come up. Keep coming up. Now get some hands on. There you go.
All right, 5-2.
Scott Thomas of Northwest out in front.
Same little shuck by.
And he's got the
two more.
takedown.
7-2. Now, weight on. Lift that inside ankle up. All right, here's where you work for a little bit. Different style of wrestling when you get to this heavyweight versus the 103 pounders. You don't have to tip them so much as just wear them out. 7-2. Force the head down.
Force the head down. Put a power half in. Force half. Maybe.
I like the most of the Northwest wrestlers. I was going the wrong way, but they've got a plan, you know.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever have a plan?
Well, not that worked necessarily. I always had a, this is where you got to watch it.
Oh, looky here. Brayton with a big reversal and catches Thomas with an arm up and has got him in a pin.
He's going to pin him.
He pinned him.
Losing the
Well, what do you know there? 32 now for Kings. And, Scott Thomas really got caught on that one.
Yeah.
Brayton did a nice job. Didn't give up. Kept struggling. Kept fighting, and ended up picking it up. But now Amir Daniels, who we've seen wrestle before.
But we won't today.
We won't see him right now. Daniels picks up a forfeit win and brings the final score to 47 to 32. That was a pretty good score. That was a decent dual meet score there. 47-32. Northwest over Kings. And as the teams exchange handshakes, and they'll be getting ready to go in another round. It will be Kings and Colerain wrestling. We're going to step out for a little bit and come back with the the Northwest versus Colerain duel, which will be following here shortly. So for Greg Klein, this is Dave Bean and the other volunteers of Waycross Community Media saying, catch us on the flip side. We'll be right back.
I began producing and volunteering for Waycross when I was in the 7th grade. Since then, I have produced many programs that have won awards on the local, regional, and even national level.
Waycross Media was the ideal place for me. I just got involved in, as I say, as a hobby and continued on from there.
Anyone with a message that they want to share should come to Waycross, take the classes, and produce their own television show.
Okay, and we were away just there for a little bit while another round of this tri-meet was wrestled. But just to bring you up to date, we're now going to be seeing a dual meet between the Northwest Knights here at Northwest High School and the Colerain Cardinals. And actually, we're starting at 126 pounds with Preston Meese of Northwest versus Mike Sanrella of Colerain. And at this point, Northwest actually is ahead team-wise 6-0 because Colerain forfeited the 120-pound weight class, which was the weight class that we actually were starting at in this round of the tournament. So here we have Preston Meese, who just picked up the first takedown and is ahead 2-0 over his opponent, Mike Sanrella. Meese picks up the ankle This cablecast is being brought to you by the volunteers of Waycross Community Media. And Cinderella picks up the escape, and they're back on their feet. 2-1. Preston Meese leads. Sorella's got a leg, but Meese has got a leg also, and they're both trying to spin behind for an advantage. I don't think there's one to be had here unless Meese can hook that ankle. Cinderella's on his side, and it's hard to do anything in that position. And that's the end of the. Oh, he gave the takedown. You're correct. You're quite correct. I'm reading the wrong sheet. Yeah, this is Patrick Allen of Colerain. I'm sorry, I was on the wrong page of the roster here. But, Meese holds a 2-1 advantage. This second period, this is 126 pounds. Neither wrestler here is proven to be real effective. Oh, and not attempted cradle, I would have to call that, by Meese. I'm going to have somebody check on something because I'm almost positive that is not Patrick Allen at 126 pounds. Hey, Sue, go down there and see what the heck weight this is. This is supposed to be 126, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. Ask the coaches right here in this room. I really don't think that. I'm almost positive that's not the case. I think this is Tyler King and somebody, but I don't know who it is. This is. I've seen Patrick Allen before, and this doesn't look like Patrick Allen. Same thing, but this is not Allen. Does anybody know the score? Yeah, it's 4-1, and at this point, Colerain wrestlers trying to get back points, but he's so loose in that bar, I don't think it's working. Here's what we've got. We've got exhibition matches on. These are exhibition matches. There's 2 of them. All right, we finally figured this out. The coaches are putting matches on the mat that we don't know about, and these are exhibition matches. I said that wasn't Patrick Allen, and it's not. We have no idea who these 2 guys are. Only thing we know at this point is that Northwest was ahead 3-1, but now Colerain is picking up back points and got 3 on the back. That should tie it, and it does. And we'll go to the 3rd period. Should be a 4-4 tie. So whoever these 2 young men are out here, we know they're from the correct schools. We just don't have names. These are the no-namers, but it's a good thing that they're getting the opportunity to wrestle here, because there's been a pretty nice crowd here tonight, and the opportunity. That's the end of it with a pin. Northwest comes out of that with a pin, and now we're supposed to be picking up another exhibition match, I believe. Okay, not quite sure what weight class this is. It looks like 220 or maybe 285. I don't know. They could be 220. Anyway, we have a wrestler from Colerain and one from West High. I just turned over and I see Doc Steve Daly sitting right beside me. Scared the daylights out of me. Hi, Dr. Daly. How are you, sir? How you doing, sir? You put a headset on. I'll talk to you right now. I think this is, yeah, here we've got a 220s, yeah, end of, yeah, it's just an extra match, but it is a 220-pound match. Dr. Daly, it's a pleasure to see you, sir. How are you?
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, I tell you, it's
That's not a mirror.
No, that's not a mirror. I recognize that. It's always a wonderful thing. This is the first time we've had a chance to talk to you on one of our programs. This is one of the men that has devoted his life not only to medicine, but to athletics and high school sports especially. And on behalf of the Coaches Association, Steve, I want to thank you sincerely for all that you do for our athletes.
Well, it's always my pleasure. To get out and watch a little bit of wrestling and work just a little bit, that's always good.
Yeah, well, you don't want to work too much.
No, I like to watch much more than I like to work.
I understand that. Yeah. Are you going to be working up at the state dual tournament?
I think the next tournament I'll get a chance to work is probably districts, and then we'll be up at the state match again.
Okay, yeah. I'm real excited about the duals tournament. I think it's been a long time coming, and I think it'll be interesting to see how it works out. My hunch is that it's going to be attractive and maybe attract more kids to the sport, because it's like everything else now. You got a playoff, so now we have a wrestle-off.
I think
hopefully it works that way.
Continue to help out with the sport. We've got both Northwest and Colerain. I guess Kings was here.
Yep.
Getting enough, getting good numbers out and filling up all the weight classes, which is always good to see.
Yeah, it is. The Colerain surprisingly has got 3 kids out tonight. They I don't know. I think 2 of them are by injury, but I think they're missing 1 weight class actually in their room. So that's pretty unusual for a school that size.
Yeah. They've had a little bit of problems with injury. We've had a concussion, too, that has kept us out. One of our kids out for a little bit.
Okay. Now, are you working with the Cardinals? Are you working with Northwest? Are you here as a parent?
I'm here actually as a Northwest grad and working with Northwest. We also work a little bit with the Cardinals.
Okay.
Dr. Runke, one of my partners with Wellington Orthopedics, actually works with Colerain. But I'm a Northwest Knight.
Well, I knew that you went to school here. All right. You had to be in one of the early graduating classes, weren't you?
Long time ago. Long time ago. So long ago, Dan Moody was my wrestling coach.
Oh, boy. There's a name out of the past. We've lost complete track of what the score is in this thing because we can't see the scoreboard from here. And when Greg is here, we sit and he keeps score. I make it up. Now they show me on the screen here that it's 3-0 for Colerain, and I believe them. But like I say, we make it up a lot for matches, especially when we don't know who the guys are.
I should 5-0 Colerain. I should probably get off here and let Greg basically get back to work. He's just kind of standing around here.
That's okay. He doesn't mind. Greg has managed to avoid work a lot this year. He spent the first several weeks of the season in Aruba. You know, that's the nice life that he leads. Now.
It must be nice to be retired now.
Well, that's what it happens when you become an announcer with Waycross. You know, you can afford to do all those things. Well, we always look forward to the February, March days up there in Columbus, and it's always so good because the medical community turns out for that in Columbus in remarkable numbers. I know that I recognize 3 doctors that are there year in, year out, and there's probably more than that. I just don't recognize them all.
Yeah, we have 5 or 6 doctors that'll work. Then Dr. Riley with Wellington, former St. X wrestler, myself, and then Dr. Roble, that a lot of fans of wrestling and coaches will remember. Dr. Roble, when he was down here in Cincinnati, basically heads that up at Columbus with the state wrestling tournament, and we feel like we do a pretty good job up there. We try to get up, get the kids healthy, get them back out on the mat when they can, and it's a great opportunity for us from a sports medicine standpoint to go up and hopefully not have to work very much and watch a lot of wrestling.
I think one of the things that amazes me is having been up there, and I've had to take kids in that were injured and dinged lightly or more severely. And the thing that always amazes me is the work that's done by the Ohio State trainers.
I tell you what, the Ohio State trainers, when we're up there, they do a great job. We've got 10 mats running. We've got 15, 20 trainers at the time at any given time on the mats, and just do a great job. You know, it's a special tournament, and the way they've run it over the last 15 years since I've been up there has been great, and the Ohio State trainers just do an awesome job up there.
Yeah, it's a really an experience. There's very few events in high school athletics that are even close to being as well organized, well run, and as competitive as the Ohio State Wrestling Championships. I still get chills when they do the introductions for the finals. I don't think too much of the fireworks, but the rest of it's cool.
It's pretty amazing. It'd be a great opportunity for those kids to go out there on that Saturday night for those state finals. It's a great thrill and a great achievement.
Yes, it is, and we've seen outstanding accomplishment by athletes from here in the greater Cincinnati area, and we're so proud of the ones that do. We've got a couple of them in here that are state placers from last year. And, that's always good because they lead by example. Those guys have had the experience. They've been up there. They've seen the peak of the mountain. I know Amir Daniels has talked about, how now it's rejuvenated his attitude toward the sport and I guess himself as a whole. And talking with Tigre is his life flows is kind of surrounded the sport. It's a remarkable thing what happens to these young men. It's always a pleasure, and there's so many of you guys that have been through before and are paying back, and that's a very important part of it.
Well, it's always our pleasure, and like I said, anytime that we get to go watch good wrestling and tell people we're working, that's always a good thing.
Right.
It's kind of like Greg.
Yeah, right. Well, your daughter was a volleyball player?
Volleyball player. Both my daughters are volleyball players. I have my youngest one is a volleyball player at Macaulay High School right now. She's a junior. She'll be a senior. My oldest one is a freshman at Miami University right now.
Well, you're the team physician at Miami, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. I used to be part of the Cradle coaches up there a long time ago. I gave it up. I got a little upset when they dropped the wrestling. That hurt me.
Yeah, that was
big time.
One of the things that was kind of disappointing from old wrestlers and people who have been involved in the wrestling program. Unfortunately, it was one of those gender equity and funding problems. But
yeah, there's all kinds of issues that were surrounding. Well, Colerain won that with that exhibition match, and now we're going to get down to the serious part of the competition between the two teams. Will be this first match is a forfeit going to Northwest at 120 pounds. This is Tyler King picking up a forfeit win for the Knights of Northwest. Well, he will after they do the flip, I guess, again. It seems to me they've been out there a couple times doing flips. I don't know.
I'm going to go ahead and let Greg get in here and basically do his work.
Dr. Daly, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure to see you, and we hope we don't see you working on the mats.
Exactly.
Okay.
I just want to be a spectator.
That's great. Thank you, sir.
Nothing new there. Okay.
Well, Greg came back.
After that.
Now you don't have to try and figure out what the score of the match is, what you're looking at.
Well, we'll see what
and as you can see,
we're going to win this one by forfeit. So this one I got.
This is the one I already gave Tyler King a win here, and 6 points for Northwest. We're going to actually start competition with Preston Meast of Northwest. We'll be wrestling Patrick Allen of Colerain. Now, Allen, we've seen before, he was second at the Fairfield tournament this year and third at the Swoka tournament. Meese doesn't have any record like that. So, on paper anyway, Allen should be the odds-on favorite. But stranger things have happened. We saw it happen in the last one. Guy winning pretty handily and gets whipped. The pin changes everything.
Yeah, it's a 9-point swing. So, but Colerain's definitely got some issues with the problem with giving away 3 weights. That's 18 points. Oh, in on the leg. Nice little ankle pick.
Apparently, one of the kids that's out is out on a concussion issue, and that's become front page news.
We'll be able to keep a little better score this time, but because now we're down to
using the other scoreboard now.
Well, yeah, there's only one. We eliminated the JVs that are the freshmen, so that's all middle school kids, I guess. So 2-0.
That's it.
Allen.
That's right. Yep. I see how they're doing it.
He's up with not getting his hips out front. standing up too straight. You got to, coming up so quick that he's not getting under control with his body there.
Patrick Allen is a long, tall wrestler, and,
Both of them.
and very, very strong for a 26 pounder. Preston Meese is a long, stringy kid too. I believe Meese is I don't know, I think he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's trying to bar that arm there. He's got the one side barred. And he's jump over there. Now reach for that far half or the now come down to the elbow. Catch the elbow, or wrist I should say. Pull the wrist in.
Yeah, he lost it on the far side.
Okay, well, 2-0 here at the end of the first period.
Well, we didn't need that buzzer going off in my ear.
Yeah, that's the other change.
I'm getting it.